Magical Cow. A king ruled over a kingdom and had three sons. The two elder sons were selfish and greedy, while the youngest was kind hearted and loved his people. The people of the kingdom also loved him and wanted to see him as their king. As the king grew old and fell seriously ill, his two elder sons came to him and said,
Father, you are too sick to rule the kingdom now. Divide it between us so we can govern it.
The king was heartbroken that they only thought of themselves and did not care about their younger brother. The king announced that the traditional competition to choose the next ruler would take place. Each prince had to live as a common man, earn money through hard work or by winning someone's heart, and use that money to buy a goat and a cow. Whoever returned first with the animals would be declared king. The elder prince protested, saying the people loved the youngest brother too much, making the competition unfair. But the king stood by his decision and ordered his minister to leave all three princes outside the kingdom's borders so they would have to find their way back after earning the animals. The eldest prince waited until he found a butcher. He told him,
I am a prince from another kingdom. I need a goat and a cow to become a king. If you give them to me, I will reward you greatly when I become king.
The butcher replied,
I do not want a reward, but I will give you the goat and cow on one condition. You must marry my daughter once you become king.
The prince agreed, took the animals, and hurried back to his kingdom. The middle prince, who believed in black magic, went to a witch and asked for a beautiful goat and cow. The witch said, I can give them to you through magic, but in return, I need a soul. Whoever slaughters this goat will lose their soul to me. The prince accepted the deal, and witch created a magical goat and cow. Fearing his father might suspect something, he decided to stay in the forest for a few days before returning to the kingdom. The youngest prince set out to find work. Along the way, he saw an old man struggling with a heavy load. Without hesitation, he rushed to help and carried the old man's belongings home. Grateful, the old man asked,
You do not seem to be from this village. Who are you?
The prince replied,
I am a traveler looking for work.
The old man said,
If you will help me with my household chores, I will pay you for your labor.
The prince agreed and completed all the work quickly. That night, the old man said,
I have a goat. You can take it as your payment.
The prince gratefully accepted the goat and continued his journey. Further along the road, he saw a snake trapped under a rock. Without fear, he lifted the rock and freed the snake. To his surprise, the snake transformed into a powerful genie who said,
Make a wish, and I will grant it.
The prince wished for a cow, and instantly a cow appeared before him. With both animals now in his possession, he started his journey back to the kingdom. The eldest prince was the first to return and presented his goat and cow to the king. The king asked,
How did you obtain these animals so quickly?
The prince proudly replied,
I used my intelligence and convinced a butcher to give them to me. In return, I promised to marry his daughter. Once I become king, he will not dare demand anything from me.
The king frowned and said,
You have cheated. The rule was to earn the animals through hard work or by winning someone's heart. You did neither. You cannot be king.
Next, the middle prince arrived. The king was pleased. Assuming he had worked hard, he said,
Since you took longer, I believe you truly earned these animals. To celebrate your success, slaughter the goat and distribute its meat among the people.
The prince panicked and tried to refuse, but the king insisted. As soon as the goat was slaughtered, the witch appeared, claiming the prince's soul. He collapsed and died on the spot. The king was devastated that both of his elder sons had failed him. Finally, the youngest prince returned and told the king everything. how he earned the goat by helping an old man and received the cow as a reward for saving a trapped creature. The king, overjoyed, declared,
Without a doubt, you are a kind-hearted, compassionate, and deserving of the throne. You shall be the next king. And so the youngest prince became the ruler, bringing peace and prosperity to the kingdom.